Dogs possess emotional intelligence comparable to that of a 2-year-old child, allowing them to experience joy, sadness, and even hurt feelings. Many dog owners unintentionally engage in behaviors that can damage their relationship with their canine companions. Understanding how our actions affect our dogs emotionally is crucial for building a strong, trusting bond. Here are 10 everyday things you might be doing that could unintentionally break your dog's heart. Dogs are creatures of habit who thrive on routine and predictability. Inconsistency creates confusion and anxiety in their world. In a natural pack environment, a stable group has a clear, consistent leader who provides safety and security. As their pack leaders, we need to offer this stability and guidance. Consistency in feeding times, walking schedules, and training commands helps dogs feel secure in their environment. When we maintain predictable routines, we help them live happier, stress-free lives. Dogs rely on knowing what to expect, and when their world becomes unpredictable, it can lead to behavioral issues stemming from insecurity and stress. Many dog owners don't realize that even small inconsistencies, like feeding at irregular times or changing rules about furniture privileges, can create significant anxiety for their pets. By providing structure and maintaining consistent expectations, you're helping your dog feel safe and understood. You've probably witnessed or heard about this outdated training method. A dog has an accident in the house, and their owner rubs their nose in it as punishment. This approach is not only ineffective, but also harmful to your relationship with your dog. Imagine making a mistake and having someone shove your face into it. Humiliating, right? Dogs experience the same shame and confusion. They don't understand the connection between the accident that may have happened minutes or hours ago and the punishment. This misguided technique can lead to fear and mistrust rather than proper house training. Instead, focus on positive reinforcement. If you catch your dog in the act, a firm no is sufficient to communicate your disapproval. If you discover the accident later, simply clean it up without fuss. Address accidents with understanding, not punishment. Remember that proper house training requires patience, consistency, and positive reinforcement, not shame or fear. We often associate head pats with showing affection to our dogs, but the truth is, many dogs find this gesture intrusive and uncomfortable. Imagine someone constantly patting you on the head. It would probably become annoying quite quickly. Dogs have sensitive heads, and a pat can be startling, especially if it comes unexpectedly. Furthermore, reaching over a dog's head can be perceived as a threatening gesture, particularly by dogs who are already anxious or fearful. This is because, in canine body language, looming over another dog is often a dominance display. Instead of going for the head, focus on areas where dogs generally enjoy being petted, such as the chest, shoulders, and base of the tail. Gentle strokes along the back are also usually well received. Always observe your dog's body language. If they lean into your touch, lick your hand, or wag their tail, it's a good sign they're enjoying the interaction. However, if they stiffen, turn their head away, or show other signs of discomfort, respect their boundaries and stop petting. That said, many dogs who trust their owners completely do enjoy head pets and ear rubs, especially when they've been properly socialized. As one experienced dog owner noted, "My dogs actively seek out head rubs and pets. A stroke from the jaw to the ear emulates the reassuring lick of a mother dog and gives them the same feeling of security." The key is to pay attention to your individual dog's preferences, rather than assuming all dogs respond the same way. Imagine someone constantly yelling at you. It would be terrifying, wouldn't it? Dogs experience the same fear and anxiety when they're on the receiving end of our anger. Shouting doesn't teach your dog anything except to be afraid of you. Dogs are incredibly sensitive to our tone of voice. When we yell, they don't understand the words we're saying. They only hear the anger and aggression in our voice. This can damage the trust and bond we share with our furry companions. Instead of resorting to shouting, focus on clear, calm communication. Use a firm but gentle tone when giving commands, and remember that consistency is key. Dogs thrive on predictability, so ensure you're using the same commands and energy every time. Training should be a positive experience for both you and your dog. By creating a calm and assertive environment, you can effectively communicate with your dog without resorting to fear or intimidation. Your dog will respond much better to a confident, steady voice than to angry outbursts. Dogs are social creatures by nature. They crave interaction, playtime, and mental stimulation. Ignoring their need for socialization is like ignoring a human's need for connection. It leads to loneliness, boredom, and even depression. Imagine being stuck inside all day with no one to talk to and nothing to do. That's what life can feel like for a dog that's constantly ignored. They need mental and physical stimulation to thrive, and denying them, this can lead to behavioral issues stemming from boredom and frustration. Make time for play, walks, and interactive games. Even just spending quality time cuddling on the couch can make a world of difference to your dog. Remember, a tired dog is a happy dog. By providing them with ample opportunities to socialize, exercise, and engage their minds, you're not only fulfilling their basic needs, but also strengthening your bond and creating a happier, healthier life for both of you. Dogs who receive adequate mental and physical stimulation are less likely to develop destructive behaviors like excessive barking, chewing, or digging. They're also generally more relaxed and better behaved when it matters most. Imagine being terrified of something, and instead of receiving comfort, you're met with laughter. This is how your dog feels when you laugh at their fears instead of understanding them. They feel ridiculed and misunderstood. Fear is a natural emotion, even for dogs. Whether it's a fear of thunder, fireworks, or the vacuum cleaner, it's important to remember that these fears are very real to your dog. Laughing at them only amplifies their anxiety and erodes the trust they have in you to be their protector. Instead of laughing, offer comfort and reassurance. Speak in a soothing voice, pet them gently, and create a safe space where they can feel secure. If their fears are severe, consult with a veterinarian or a certified dog behaviorist to explore desensitization techniques. Remember, your dog needs your understanding and support, not your judgment. By acknowledging their fears as legitimate and helping them work through them, you strengthen your bond and help them become more confident. Imagine having your food snatched away mid-meal. It would be confusing and unsettling, right? Dogs experience a similar feeling of insecurity when we take their food away without warning. In the wild, food is a valuable resource, and protecting it is instinctual. While our domesticated dogs don't face the same threats, taking their food away can trigger this primal instinct, leading to food-guarding behaviors and anxiety. Instead of creating this negative association with mealtime, focus on positive reinforcement. Teach your dog the leave it command, rewarding them for compliance. This not only prevents food aggression but also establishes clear boundaries and reinforces your leadership. Mealtime should be a positive experience for your dog. By respecting their space and providing them with a sense of security, you can create a healthy relationship with food and prevent potential behavioral issues. If you need to take something dangerous away from your dog, trade it for something of higher value rather than simply grabbing it. Imagine someone physically pushing you away when you reach out for affection. It would be hurtful. Dogs experience the same emotional pain when we physically push them away. While we might push our dogs away out of frustration or to establish space, they interpret this action as a form of rejection. Dogs thrive on physical contact, and pushing them away can damage their self-esteem and create insecurity. Instead of using physical force, focus on redirection and positive reinforcement. If your dog is being too demanding for attention, redirect their energy to a toy or a chew bone. If they need to learn personal space boundaries, use verbal cues like off or back, and reward them for compliance. Remember, physical punishment should never be an option. By focusing on positive reinforcement and clear communication, you can teach your dog appropriate behavior without resorting to force or causing emotional distress. This approach builds trust rather than breaking it down. When your dog paws at you, it's their way of communicating a need. It could be attention, food, playtime, or even just a comforting pat. Ignoring these subtle cues is like ignoring a friend's phone call. It can make them feel unheard and unimportant. Dogs primarily communicate through body language. While barking is a more obvious form of communication, subtle cues like pawing, nudging, or even just making eye contact are their way of getting our attention. When we consistently ignore these attempts at communication, it can lead to frustration, anxiety, and even behavioral issues. Pay attention to your dog's body language. If they paw at you, take a moment to assess the situation. Are they hungry? Do they need to go outside? Or are they simply seeking some affection? Responding to their needs, even with a simple pat on the head or a brief play session, shows them that you're listening and that you care. By acknowledging their attempts to communicate, you're strengthening your bond and creating a relationship built on mutual understanding and respect. your dog will feel valued and understood, which is essential for their emotional well-being. A crate should be a dog's safe haven, a place of comfort and security, not a tool for punishment. Imagine being sent to your bedroom every time you misbehaved. It would quickly turn a place of rest into a place of dread. Dogs are den animals by nature, and a properly introduced crate can provide them with a sense of security and comfort. However, when we use the crate as punishment, we create a negative association with this space, turning it into a source of anxiety and fear. Instead of using the crate as punishment, focus on positive reinforcement. Make the crate a positive place by associating it with treats, toys, and praise. Never force your dog into the crate. Instead, encourage them to enter willingly by tossing treats inside. Remember, the crate should be a place where your dog feels safe and secure, not trapped and anxious. By creating a positive association with the crate, you can provide your dog with a valuable tool for house training, travel, and even just a quiet place to relax. It's worth noting that crates are a relatively modern training tool. As one commenter pointed out, when did crates become a thing? Nobody used crates back in the day. While this is true, when used properly, crates can be beneficial for both dogs and owners, providing structure and safety. The key is using them as a positive space, never as punishment. Understanding your dog's emotional needs is essential for building a strong, trusting relationship. By avoiding these 10 common mistakes, you can create a happier, healthier life for both you and your canine companion. Remember that dogs, like people, have unique personalities and preferences. As one experienced dog owner wisely noted, dogs are like people. You have to get to know their personalities just like people. Be able to read your dog. They can't talk, remember, but they do talk if you listen, and watch them when you talk to them. Every dog is different, so pay attention and do what they like or want. This is especially true for rescue dogs who may have experienced trauma in their past. As another commenter shared about their rescued Chihuahua who had been abused in a puppy mill, I specifically adopted her to teach her love, caring, trust, by singing and dancing with her every day. With patience and understanding, even dogs with difficult pasts can learn to trust again. The bond between humans and dogs is truly special. Many commenters shared touching stories about their canine companions who had been with them through the toughest times in their lives. One person wrote, "My little male has been with me through the toughest times of my life. He was the best companion and comforter. I pray our hearts stop at the same second. I can't imagine life without him." Another shared, "My little Tobias is my first pet. I've had him for almost 7 years. He's licked the tears off my face, has made me laugh, has been with me through the toughest times. I love him more than anything in the world. Now I can't imagine my life without him." These stories remind us of the profound connection we can share with our dogs when we treat them with the respect, consistency, and understanding they deserve. As one commenter wisely observed, if only people would also practice these thoughtful practices with their children too. Indeed, many of these principles, consistency, positive reinforcement, respect for feelings, and clear communication, apply equally well to human relationships. Remember, a happy dog starts with a loving and informed owner. By understanding your dog's emotional needs and avoiding these common mistakes, you can build a relationship based on mutual trust, respect, and love. If you found this information helpful, please subscribe to our channel and share this video with other dog owners who might benefit from it. Together we can create a world where dogs and humans understand each other better, leading to happier lives for all.